Who don't know, what is emotional intelligence? Take us through a little bit about it.
Oh my goodness, it is the ability to be able to use, manage, understand your emotions in a healthy manner.
There I was, an upcoming HR professional. I was flying high, scoring. I was even deemed the best HR of the year.
Guys, I'm so happy to be here. We addressed some hard things.
Hello, good afternoon to you. You are in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing with the right person. Yes, you are. Well, to get us started, welcome to A Glimpse of Growth with Dr. Dale. Yes, that's where you are. Today is Wednesday, November 27, 2024. The day before Thanksgiving. Ah, the rush. The rush. I'm one of those weird people, you guys, that actually love the holidays. So, I've been had my Christmas tree up. The Christmas tree has been up. The lights has been out since, I don't know, till early October or something. Yeah, I know. I'm one of those annoying, loving holiday people. That is me. I love Christmas. I love Christmas and the holiday before Christmas, which is Thanksgiving. Love it all day, every day. Um, and let's get into it. So, Thanksgiving is tomorrow here in the US. And I know different parts of the world experience it sooner than others. Some people celebrate it, some people don't. Some people like family, some people don't. Some people don't have someone, don't have people, don't have any families anymore. I know this one person that don't have any families, or I used to know this person that had no family alive. They were the only one left. Holidays bring up so much, so much. Thanksgiving is about more than just food. I have to tell that to myself. Thanksgiving is more than just about food, right? It's about connections, it's about traditions, it's about families, it's about friends, it's about emotions, the emotions we bring to the table, the emotions we bring to the environment, to wherever it is that we are, right? Cooking with love adds truly, truly a special touch to the meal, to the people. It goes beyond the ingredients, right? And you're investing in the future of your family, of your generation. Look at it that way. I know. That's what you're doing. You're investing in your future family members. That's what you're creating, memories. That's what I have. So, we're going to get into a lot of it, right? We're going to talk about, why you should cook with love. And then we're going to talk about what if you have people around you, certain people that you just don't agree with. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving, so it's a lot going on, right? Some of us are off kilter. There's a lot of emotions are high, and you guys know emotional intelligence is my thing. So we're gonna start off because we don't want to be here a long time. We just want to give you guys some gems right before the holidays and before the Thanksgiving tomorrow, before you start running into all those certain friends or family members that you you haven't talked to in a minute, that you're still mad at, and that they hurt your feelings and hurt your family, and the food was good but the company not so good. Right? I laugh because it's a thing, right? It's a thing, and it's a thing in a lot of family members. Even if your family is perfect, right? They are perfectly imperfect. So with that, The question we're asking, are you cooking with love this Thanksgiving? Are you cooking with love? Are you cooking with love this Thanksgiving? Right? And we're going to discuss why you should. This is the first set that we're covering. After the next, we're going to cover first 5 sets. We got to go quick here, right? Are you cooking with Thanksgiving and why you should cook with Thanksgiving? And then we're going to cover what happens when you have family members that, maybe you want to cook with Thanksgiving with love. Maybe you are cooking with love, but what to do when it's hard to be around certain people, right? Emotional intelligence is an amazing tool. It can help you navigate those challenging waters. So let's just run into it, okay? Connection and gratitude. That's why you should cook with love this Thanksgiving. Cooking with love deepens your bond with those around you. It's a way to express gratitude for the chance, at the experience of sharing a meal. When you share a meal with someone, think about it. When you share a meal with someone, and the conversations, the engagement, the laughter, the looks, and everything, it feels better, doesn't it? And you feel like that food went down so much better because of the company. Not so much, I'm not gonna say the food and the ingredients and everything that they're cooking is not, that's not important. That's as much as important as the company, I'm gonna say, in my book. Because I cannot eat a food that is just not, it has to taste good, you guys. It just has to taste good. It has to have ingredients in it. It has to have sustenance, okay? And I'm from, mixed with Spanish and Caribbean. So we come all the way, like they say, in our family, we say a lot, you put your whole body in that. Like you put your foot, you put your hands, all of it went into that food and it tasted amazing. My sister, Casilda, she is considered the chef. She's the chef of the family. Her cooking is, there's no words in a dictionary. Okay? There's no words in a dictionary. And when she's around for any holiday, don't matter where it's at, whether it's in Boston, whether it's in on Honduras, whether it's in Cayman Island, whether it's here in Miami, wherever it is that she's at, and she's having something, the family definitely tries to go and, be there because they know it's going to be great. So, even when relationships are complicated, it's important for you to connect during the get-togethers. Focus on the shared opportunity. This is why you should cook with love. This is your first reason. Connection and gratitude. You want to be grateful. Apart from the connections that you're sharing and the engagement that's happening, the interaction, the relationships, apart from that, you're grateful. Be grateful. I know that, around the holidays, a lot of people have lost loved ones. A lot of things have gone wrong, or maybe things right now are not 100%. But the word of God says, which is what I believe in, or whoever it is that you believe in, it says, be grateful, be thankful in all, right? In all situations, be grateful. Because at the very least, life is still here. You're still alive. You have a roof over your head. You have food on the table. You have people that care about you. Those are some of the basics, right? And you want to be grateful for it. You just want to be, right? Because those that are not here, you wish they were here. And if they were here, for you to just be able to experience that experience with them one more time, I bet you would be grateful for that, right? The last thing you would be doing is worrying about what she said, what they did and they didn't do. Because that person is no longer here, you want to be grateful for the people that you still have here, and let them know. Not just, yeah, I'm thankful for my family. Do they know? Do they know that you're thankful and grateful and appreciate what they do for you, what they do in the family? Do they know that? So I challenge you this Thanksgiving to, connect with people, connect with your family members, and let them know that you are grateful for them, right? Not because of what they have, not because of what they done, not because of what you can get out of them, simply because of who they are in the family. That's it. That's it. Number two, mindful moments. Mindful moments. Being intentional. So when you're cooking with an extra love, being intentional and present while cooking turns the process into a form of meditation. You're in flow. Like when I'm cooking, I have to I have to be in a good mood. I have some comments here, you guys. I got to make sure that I'm. Oh, happy Thanksgiving to you too, Patty. Thank you. 'Tis the season. I agree 100%. 'Tis the season to be engaged, to be thankful, right? And as I mentioned earlier, I love me some Thanksgiving. So, when you're cooking, first of all, being mindful with when you're cooking. If you're the one cooking, and this Thanksgiving, I'm not the one hosting. I'm going to the in-laws up in North Florida. So family with me, husband and I and my mom were going up there. They're hosting, and all I have to do, you guys wouldn't believe, all she's asking me to bring is my amazing salad. I don't know if you guys know about my salads, but I do some kick butt salad. Kick butt salad. I may post some of it tomorrow. We'll see how things go. But I do some kick butt salad, right? Not just lettuce and tomato. I do more than that. So that's all I have to bring. And I love my in-laws. They're very humble, kind, or open-minded people. So yeah, I'm happy about that. That's me. What are you doing this Thanksgiving? Are you hosting? What are you cooking? What are you cooking? I told my mom I wanted this pork leg, and she's like, we're not doing any pork leg. Pork leg. I was like, okay. I know some people don't like pork, but every now and then I have pork like probably once or twice a year. So I guess we're gonna have it for Christmas or something. But and my other sister in Boston is coming down, so maybe she'll cook the pork leg for me. So I already got all of this stuff in mind. I told you I love me some Christmas and Thanksgiving. So being present when you're cooking. If you're cooking the food, make sure you're cooking with high spirits, like you are jolly. Jolly? You have to be joyful. Because if you're not, in my experience, it's going to transcend into the food. It's going to come out in the food. If you're not in the best mood, I mean, it's going to come out in the food, and it's not going to be on point. And nobody want to eat no food that is going to be, is going to be like this. you know, we're here for the company, but the food, it got to be on point. Okay. So don't be giving people any kind of thing, right? Cook, put your foot in it, put your body in it, not physically, but theoretically, give it your all, right? So that way they can be talking about it for years to come. Like I'm talking about my sister Casilda right now. Her food is amazing. And I can't tell you one thing because all of it is good. Because she cooks with her entire soul. Like when I was telling her that I need to do this salad, she's like, yeah, you could put this in it and put this in it. I was like, pump your brakes, my sister. Yeah, I can do all of that, but I'm just going to do this. So that's number 2 for you guys. Let's go to number 3. Number 3 is fostering warmth and memories. That's what you're creating. Meals prepared with care often carry a sense of warmth. Don't you feel good when you're eating a good meal? It tastes so good. It comforts you. You feel that tradition, right? You feel it. Even if the relationships are strained, you're like, yeah, you're looking at that one person you don't like. You're like, But this rice is good. Right? Because it sets the tone. You're like, yeah, Thanksgiving was amazing because of the food, not so much the company. If you have great company, great. Some people, that's not everybody else's experience, right? The effort you put into the meal can create a positive experience for all. Trust me. This is why I'm saying your food has to be as much as important as the company, that you have coming. And if you know the company that is coming is not everybody agrees with everybody or like everybody, that puts a lot more pressure. That should give you a lot more to make sure your food is on point. Because who knows, they have been cases, and I don't there have been cases where meals have saved relationships. I'm telling you, meals bringing people together and nourishing the body, it's magic. It's magic. I'm telling you, it's magic. Right? So, number 4, um emotional nourishment. You guys know this is my favorite, right? Emotional nourishment. The emotions you bring into the kitchen influence the atmosphere of the meal. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. If you're cooking with, you feel good, you love the people that are coming, everything around you is joyful, and you got music going, and you got kids watching a movie over here, and you got games being done over there, and it's in the flow. Everything is looking nice, the food is smelling great. That's emotional nourishment. People are going to remember that. That's what I remember from Christmas and Thanksgiving. That's why I love it so much. Because my family, my mom, my sisters, my aunts, they were able to create really great experiences that is ingrained into my subconscious. And that's why I love the holidays so much. Cooking with patience, kindness, love can shift the energy of the gathering. It really can, helping others feel more at ease, even if conversations get tough. Please don't talk political stuff at the table. Do's and don'ts, you guys. Let's not do that. Don't do that, because you're gonna go left. There are people that don't agree, so you're gonna go left. Don't bring that kind of energy into the food. And even if sometimes you can't help it and it kind of happens, then you're like, yeah, give me another piece of that pie. I'm gonna need that for whatever this conversation, wherever this conversation is going. Oh my goodness. It's so real and it's so true, right? So, number 5, passing down traditions. I mentioned earlier that when you are really invested into a great Thanksgiving experience, you are passing down tradition, you're passing down the future, you're creating a great experience for those that are coming behind you. Because that's what my siblings see. I just mentioned my siblings did that for me when I was younger, and now that's what I remember. So my kids, my cousins, my nieces, and my nephews that are younger than me, I'm gonna make sure if I'm around to create the same experience for them, right? Passing down traditions is a time to share family recipes and meaningful traditions. Like the other day, it wasn't Thanksgiving, but I told for the first time, I cooked conch, because some people may not like seafood, but I love me some seafood. And I cooked conch for the very first time. And I never cooked it before. Yeah, shame on me. I know. I know. Being from the islands, I should have been already put my hands into. I ate it before quite a few times, but I've never cooked it myself. And I cooked it a couple Sundays ago. But before I cooked it, I know my mom gave me like a high level of what to do. I had to go to call my sister, Casilda, so she can give me play by play. And she did, right? So, that's a tradition that now I have it, and now I know, and now I'm going to pass on that same to my kids, right? Focus on the joy of continuing those rituals rather than the challenges of the present. I'm going to say that again for the people in the back. Focus on the joy of continuing those rituals rather than the challenges of the present. There are always going to be challenges. And if you're one of those people that you are more pessimistic than optimistic, think about the people that are, you are creating a not so positive experience for the people that are around you. So that includes your kids, that includes your nieces, your nephews, your uncles. You're making, don't, you're focusing so much on the negative that you're not appreciating this moment, this fleeting moment. The holiday that you have with those that are around you that you love, whether it's friends, whether it's family members, these are moments that you're not going to get back. Once they're gone, they're gone. So whether you are intertwined with the people around you or whether you're not so much, appreciate and enjoy the moments and focus on the positive in that present moment. This can be a way to connect through history. You remember people that are no longer here. Like for us, we remember my grandmother, remember my uncle, like remember the people that are no longer there. Because you don't know next holiday season who's going to be there or who's going to not. Perspective, right? So, the next session, that was 20 minutes on why you should cook with love. Now, this one is going to be what to do when it's hard to be around certain people, especially this holiday season, right? Especially this holiday season. What do you do? Right? What do you do? It's not something that is easy. It is not something that you can always you always want to be a part of, or something that you always want to do. But if everybody else is going, should you go? Do you want to go? What does that look like? Right? You got to assess that for yourself. Is the pros and the con? Is it that bad if I decide to go? Am I taking or robbing anything from my kids? That experience for my kids? Can I contain how I feel about that person for, I don't know, 2-3 hours of being around a family, so that way my kids can be around their cousins and stuff? Can I contain? I don't know. That's a question you have to ask yourself, right? We're going through the how you can be, strategies that you can do to be around those kind of tough situations. Number one, set an intention. What do I mean by that? Before you begin cooking, before you go to that, start interacting and engaging with that person, the people, who, whatever, set an intention to bring peace. Like, say within yourself, I'm not going to get into any uncomfortable or conversations about anyone that is, going to make me sad, mad, or frustrated, or even anxious. Set an intention to say, I'm going to go there for those 2 or 3 hours, and I'm just going to go and eat. I'm going to smile. Once you've decided, right? Because you have to decide if that's something you want to do. And then go, right? Go in peace, right? Go in patience, go in joy, go in positivity, right? Into that space. You set that within yourself before you get there. This will help the approach, that the approach with the interactions, so that way you can be much more calmer, right? You can be a lot more baseline, and you're not hurting yourself or anybody else or causing any uncomfortable situation, right? So set an intention, go in peace, and come back in peace. Go in peace, baby girl, baby boy, and come back in peace. Number 2, use empathy. Empathy is a tool in emotional intelligence. And you cannot be in the same room, agree, understand anyone if you don't have empathy. Try to see the situation, whatever is going on. This is, if you are around people that it's hard to be around this Thanksgiving or this Christmas or these holidays that are coming, set the intention to use empathy. Try to see it, the situation, whatever the fallout was, whatever that was said, whatever was done. Try to see it from another person's point of view. Try to see their perspective. Empathy helps you understand their behavior without judgment. Is that something you could do? Can you see their behavior without judgment? Can you hear it without judgment? This is not easy, but it's not impossible. This is one of the hardest part of emotional intelligence that I had to wrap my head around. And even still now, when husband or somebody says something that I don't like or triggering to some degree, my body jumps like I want to say something, but I catch myself and I was like, that's something that he's not saying it. He said what he said, or she said what she said, because that's how she feel about it, but it's not directed at me personally. Especially if it's something about somebody that loves you and cares about you and you trust. So, can you use empathy this Thanksgiving? I should have named it that. Can you use empathy this Thanksgiving? Number three, number tres is, so we're covering what to do when it's hard to be around certain people, especially for the holidays. And you're going into a holiday tomorrow, Thanksgiving, then Christmas is coming, and then, the end of the year is coming. So we covered set an intention, use empathy, and now number 3, focus on what you can control. What can you control? If you can control, you can't, first of all, we barely have control over ourselves. Right? We barely have control over ourselves. You can't control anybody else. Right? You cannot control others. So my advice to you, stop trying. Stop trying. Stop trying to control what other people do, think, say, feel, because nobody can control how you do, think, say, feel. Hard to swallow. I know. I've been doing it for years. But you can control how you react. Somebody does something or say something this at dinner tomorrow or the next holidays. Don't react to it. Control how you respond. Reaction is guaranteed to fall out in an argument, misunderstanding, yelling, cursing, people leaving the party way too soon, and just a bad taste in everyone's mouth. Let's try to do something different this Thanksgiving. Let's not get in our feelings, get in our head. Let's not allow what's going on to trigger us. I don't know. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. Just give me another perspective. That's all. Right? Stay centered by focusing on the joy of preparing or being a part of such a great meal that brings everyone together. Focus on what you can control. Focus on yourself. Focus on that smile that you're gonna give. That smile. The smile that you give, the energy you bring is what you're gonna get. So go to the party if you decide to go to the party with peace, with good energy, set that intention, and come back in peace, set intention, belly full, bring some goodies with you because you can't go there, eat such a good food, and not bring anything. You gotta bring food back. At least that's gonna be me, right? So yeah, that's number tres. Number tres. Number four, número cuatro, says boundaries. Boundaries is a word that is very familiar on my podcast. This is something we talk about all the time. I love the word boundaries. Boundaries means let people know how far to go with you. Don't get mad at them when they say something, do something. Get mad on how you respond. Right? If they give you the energy of, are you going to give them that same energy? Are you going to frustrate yourself? Are you going to allow them to take you out of character? No. No. The answer is no. Do not feed into it. Emotional intelligence, right, says it allows you to communicate kindly but firmly. Okay, I'm gonna say that again. When you're going into these spaces, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, and what to do when you're around people that you do not really agree with all the time. Boundaries. Well, boundaries. Emotional intelligence allows you to communicate firmly and kindly. Somebody says something, I do not agree with it. They're trying to get something out of me or get a rise out of me or get me mad. I'm going to say, that's your perspective. I appreciate you sharing it, but I'm not going to agree. I reject it. And if it's okay with everybody else or with you, I'm going to excuse myself from this conversation. And you get up and you go. Play cards. Watch a movie with everybody else, with somebody else, with the other rest of the family members or friends. Go play another card game. Go on your phone or something. Right? And to that point, don't go to those family gatherings just being on your phone. Like, you're taking away from the experience. That's the point of you being there with everybody else. I'm not saying don't look at your phone. I'm saying don't live on your phone. Don't live on your phone for the entire 3-4 hours that you're there. That's what I'm saying. And that's number 4. Now we're going to number 5. Shift your energy. Shift your energy. What to do when it's hard to be around certain people? Set an intention. Use empathy. Focus on what you can control. Create boundaries. And finally, shift your energy. Find gratitude in the moment. You're like, I'm glad he shared that perspective. Now I know where he stands or what he thinks about that. You see? Find gratitude in the opportunity to cook, to be around, to connect, even if it's challenging, right? Shift your energy. Don't focus on that negative and what he said and what they said and what they're doing and what they want. That's what they want. They can't force you to want that same thing, right? So like I just mentioned, you walk away, or you simply firmly, kindly tell them, thank you for sharing your perspective. Thank you for sharing and saying what you said, but I'm going to reject and disagree with what you just said. That's not my perspective. And with that, I'm going to excuse myself from this conversation. And you just get up and leave, and you say it with a smile, and you just left them with the word in their mouth. But you said it kindly. You didn't yell at them, you didn't curse at them, you didn't put them down. You just told them you are not going to add your confirmation to whatever this conversation is, right? Especially with Thanksgiving coming around tomorrow. Find gratitude in the opportunity, right? In the conversation, right? Gratitude shifts your perspective. It shifts and it helps you to control and stay grounded. So if you focus, remember, we're going to go in peace. We're going to go with love. We're going to go with positivity. We're going to go with smiles. And we're going to come back with that same energy. We're not going to give them anything else less than that. That was our conversation. And we did it all in 35 minutes. I'm so proud of myself. So we're going to do a very quick run through again, right? Are you cooking with love this Thanksgiving? Yes. If you are, if you're not, here's some reasons why you should, right? It creates connection and gratitude, not for just you, for everybody else that's coming, and especially for the kids, right? You want to show that you are connecting, even when you don't agree, right, with people around your family members, and that you are grateful for what's happening, for the people, for everybody else that's there, for the food. You are grateful for all of it, right? Number 2, mindful moments. You're creating moments of peace, moments of being intentional when you're cooking. You got to cook with the right set of mind. Cook with love. Cook with when you're being a good mood, being a jolly mood, because it's going to come through on the food, right? Fostering warmth and memories. That's what people are going to remember. That's what your kids, your nieces, your cousins, that's what they're going to remember. They're going to remember the memories of that Thanksgiving, right? The memories, what the Thanksgiving that my siblings created for me when I was younger. Priceless. Priceless, right? And number 4, emotional moments, emotional nourishment. It felt so good to see my family around and everybody smiling and singing and playing card games and just board games and Uno cards and just creating such a engaging conversation and moment. That stuff, you can't get that stuff back. You cannot get it back. You can't get it back. Right? So create those moments for the ones that are coming behind you. And don't be all in yourself. It's all about me and how I feel and what I want. There are other people there too. So be mindful of them. Passing down traditions. The traditions that my family passed down to me, I'm able to pass it down to mine, right? And that's what you're going to do as well. And why it's important. And then we pass on to what to do when it's hard to be around certain people this holiday, right? We covered it in 5. Set an intention. Be intentional when you go around. Set an intention that you're going to go in peace and you're going to come back in peace with some food. Number 2, use empathy. Maybe that person's perspective, put yourself in their shoes and try to understand it from their point of view. Try. Not saying that it's right. I say to understand. It's a difference. You don't have to agree, but you should understand, especially if you care about the person. Number 3, focus on what you can control. Number 3, focus on what you can control. You can control me, myself, and I. I. You can't control anybody else. So don't try. Stop trying. Right? How you respond in that situation, it's not what they said, it's what you respond to. So how are you going to respond when they say something not so positive or not something that you don't agree with? And number 4, set boundaries. Set boundaries. Communicate firmly and kindly. Yeah, you don't have to get all out of character. Don't let them. Don't let them have such power over you. And number 5, shift your energy. Focus on what you came here to do. You came here to come in peace. You came here to have some good food. You came here for some smiles and to, see people that you haven't seen in a long time, and to embrace them and to appreciate them, because you don't know tomorrow. You don't know tomorrow. Right? So, with that, we are going to end our conversation, because that's how we do it, you guys. We came here for a short time, not for a long time. So I appreciate each and every single one of you. Thank you for your comments, your thoughts, your words, for liking, for sharing, for subscribing to A Glimpse of Growth with Dr. Dale. This Thanksgiving, I pray nothing but peace, a lot of peace, joy, love, people to share those feelings and those emotions with. Definitely some good food. We gotta have some good food. We gotta have some good food. A lot of laughter, a lot of fun, engagement. And I'll see you guys next week. Or I have a guest coming next week. So make sure you tune in next week at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next week, Wednesday, as usual. Hump Day. So happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Thank you for being here and supporting this channel. If you enjoyed this episode and this content, it would mean a lot to me if you would take a few seconds to ensure you are subscribed to A Glimpse of Growth with Dr. Dale. Click the notification bell to receive notification. Share it with someone you think may need it. And let's continue to become more intelligent with our emotions. Thank you. See you later.